there, Virgo. I am doing a reading now. I've just you're the last of the earth signs that I'm doing. I am, for those new to my channel, thank you for being here, and for those returners, thank you for being here. I'm doing it slightly different format. I've only got one camera set up today due to the fact that I'm in transition and I haven't got my usual desk sort of studio set up. So I've opted out for a faceless tarot card reading, and the most important thing is the message that I convey to you guys, as well as what the cards on the table say. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm using 3 different decks at the moment, and we're going to open up with the Wisdom of Oracle, and you have the same card actually as what Aquarians got. So there is some sort of blessing. I will say that yours turned up in the upright. The Aquarians did get it on the inverted. So I read it slightly different, but I feel for you Virgos, I mean, it is your new moon, so of course it'd be also happy birthday Virgos for those who already had their birthdays and the ones who are still having their birthdays to come. This time could be a great time of some blessings for you. I want you to pay attention to see what comes in and blesses your life. Okay, this is really important because it is still very much a time of not forcing anything, just allowing what's to come in will come, and also just being out on the lookout. Okay, because I do feel, Virgos, that deep down you know what you need to do. You know what it is that you know when you need to take the high road. I'm getting as well. And some of you really, you've needed to get in touch with your emotional nature. Okay, you're a very earth sign as well, but you are ruled by Mercury, and you did have and have had Mercury retrograde, and it still is, but it is due to sort of go in the direct motion as you celebrate your new moon, which should be on the 14th or 15th of September, depending on where you are in the world. I will say as well that perhaps there's been some communication mix-up, and you've maybe not been feeling as blessed as you could be, but some of you for sure would have had some news that would have made you feel very grateful. And really, you know, gratitude in life is about actually finding beauty within where you are in life, and this is not about paper walling or pasting over as well. I'm a big advocate for being true to your feelings and absolutely being downright honest with how you feel and communicating that. Okay, never mind taking the high road and squashing your feelings. I do not agree with that whatsoever. And I don't believe in all that kind of light and love malarkey either. All right, it is so important that we embrace ourselves, good and bad, for what happens in life, to feel the feelings, to express it when you can, and that's when we really can start feeling the blessings again. Okay, it's when we don't feel our feelings that we can get down into a sinking hole or a sinkhole, when your life just feels really shit, and you are not certainly feeling very blessed. Okay, and which means also when you don't honor your feelings, you're not allowing the true guidance to be received. All right, speaking of receiving, I think some of you need to be receptive. There could be something coming in that you don't see yet, and that's really important. And I also feel that some of you need to actually meet up with people, and you will be meeting up with people, and possibly very unexpectedly as well, where there will be some exchange of gifting your talents for something else, or where you can be of service and they really appreciate and value your skills. Now, depending on where Virgo falls in your chart as well, this is for, of course, all placements, it's going to have a different theme and a different energy to the reading. But I will say this, that Virgos, you are very good about detailed work. You are naturally a perfectionist and also like things in order and beautifying things. Not like the Taurians do, but more precisely and with precision. Okay, so it's very important for you guys to do things almost by the book, and also in a very sort of aligned manner. Let's put it that way. Now, also what's interesting is here we've got the second card, which I've opened, is the Oracle of the Queen of the Oracle, a Moon Oracle deck. Now here you have the Void here. So some of you, I feel that in some way that you are in a space now, particularly this is the dark moon, which is the new moon. All right, the dark moon is often the new moon, so this is absolutely double whammy for you guys, Virgos. So this is a really good time to sort of really take rest, take stock, and really get quiet. I mean, if you really see her here as well, she's just in this night light, you know, allowing the moon, you know, even if it's dark, just the energy of the moon to bathe her. Okay, and I feel like for some of you this is very important, that maybe you don't act on anything just yet. Take the steady waters. Imagine you're like a boat, or in a boat that you're just drifting, so you're not even paddling the boat, you're not actually even moving the boat. Okay, I feel that this is something very important. There's a message for some of you here that you don't need to do anything, you just need to wait, watch and see what happens. All right, because there's an element of surrender, okay, and taking the path of peace. So if you're going to get agitated by people's actions, or feel that you have to do this and you have to do that, which is disrupting your peace, then I'd say, Virgos, for you guys, my advice to you for this few weeks coming up, as hard as it might seem, particularly with Mercury having been retrograde in your sign, you might feel really angsty and wanting to get things going. But I suggest that you still surrender. And this is probably a really good overall reading for the Virgoan energy. So anybody watching this by chance, you know, there could be a message here, or you're tuning into the fact that maybe you need to rest, replenish, and take the path of peace. If anybody's in your life kind of aggravating you as well, just turn your, not even turn your cheek, that's not even the right word, just close your eyes on the whole thing. Okay, just know that it's their shit and not yours. Allow peace to be central to your time at the moment, because when the blessing comes, you will recognize it. Okay, now some of you already might have had an inkling of the blessing, but I would say that basically that by staying quiet and staying put, you will able to really see what and when to take and to recognize the blessing. Okay, because sometimes when we've got too much going on, too many things thinking, we lose our focus, and we end up actually creating more problems than it's worth. But let's move on to your final card here. Oh, so we've got the card of oracle cards here as well. Okay, so what's interesting here is maybe it is about, there could be a message for you here, so it's a double whammy. You know, you're probably trying to discern for answers. And in fact, sometimes getting quiet, you know, with oracle cards, you have to also, you know, or tarot, you have to trust the messages you're getting. Okay, you know, if you are a regular viewer of different tarot channels, you notice that some tarot people read some of the tarot or certain cards actually not necessarily correlated to the image, but trusting what comes through. And of course, the more you do that in life, the more you allow something to show up. Okay, you just have to know that you're fully supported in whatever choices you make. And so if some of you have your own deck of cards, by all means, maybe further your, you know, some of you actually might want to take it up as a profession as well, okay? Because there is change of careers for some of you, I know that, generally, and maybe this is something you might want to do. You might be able to mentor people through your card readings, or maybe this is something if some of you have been thinking about doing and you feel that you don't have the confidence to do that. But if it is your choice of calling or choice of profession, like I do, this is not the only work I do, I have to say, but I do very much enjoy doing readings here, both on YouTube and privately. I find that as a, you know, a sort of transformational coach and somebody who works multidimensionally, the cards for me are a really good medium to help people, and for me to bring people home, as I sort of say, you know, re-navigate their terrain for them. So for some of you, this could be a really nice opportunity for you to do that. At the bottom of the deck here, I see that you have infinite abundance as well. So you're fully supported in whatever you devote yourselves to, Virgo. So this is really important. Also, I'm going to in fact show you this card because it is at the bottom of the deck. You know, we've got here the harvest card almost as well. So some of you might want to take up gardening, or you know how to reap the rewards of your creative talents. And this is also telling me that it is maybe time to line up things that you know that you can do really well and start reaping the rewards. And some of you have been held back and not knowing what to do and been wanting to listen out for what your next step is. Just trust that you do actually hold the key to some very, very good, fruitful endeavor that you will for sure discover and start claiming. It is really important for you Virgos that you now start putting your emotions in place, not only for yourself, but also in regards to your work. Okay, and some of you actually even might get an offer they cannot turn down through an external person coming into your life. It could be somebody from your past, or it could be somebody new. I'm not really reading this as a relationship reading, but there definitely could be some offering or some significant message or significant appearance, that's the word I want to say, which for some reason I'm picking up off the oracle cards as well. All right, so I am going to now move on to the tarot. For all of them, I've been choosing just the one to see if there's a particular message that wants to come out. And here you have, lo and behold, I mean, you guys are really, you know, you've hit the jackpot, Virgo. I've done, this is the 6th reading I've done for sure. You guys have got the most what I would say an abundant reading. We've got the Ace of Coins here that is showing up. So this is, again, like I said, something coming in, an offer coming in, somebody making you an offer, or paying attention to a new proposal, new idea, birthing something new, because it's going to come out really suddenly. It's going to come out of you suddenly, possibly from you being in the void, staying in the void, and actually allowing to yourself to be directed, or something very from the external factor that could come. Okay, I'm seeing these 2 figures in the foreground as well. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, and that's sort of telling me this could be a message from some other people outside of you, which is like what I was saying earlier. And also it could be, and I'm picking up that as well, that it could be through some conversation that you hear. Okay, you might be eavesdropping in a cafe, you might find somebody saying something in a cafe or in a restaurant, or some external environment. Okay, this is more from the outside rather than a home environment as well, but it could also bring you the benefits of some significant riches, not only monetary, but I feel a sense of wellness I'm getting, and a sense of, you know, kind of gratitude, or an extraordinary sense of abundance. Or it's that feeling of when you really feel, you know, sometimes when you go and see a sunset, or you go out in nature and you see something that just blows your mind and you think, wow, and it really touches you to the core. I feel that this is something that could actually be coming in, you know, obviously not for all of you, but I do feel that something could be coming in. I feel like some of you as well, you've been trying to get things in order for some time, and getting your ducks in order, and if not, this is a good thing for you to be doing, and getting yourself regulated with an aspect of your life as well. Okay, it could be diet, I just got as well, perhaps your filing system, you know, good time, you know, if not already, because we've had Mercury retrograde and it's going to be coming out of your retrograde, your position, but in retrograde motion and moving forward. But you were feeling, so some of you could have actually done a lot of the retrogression, which is actually reviewing your life, and now you're being carried forward because you've done the work and you've sort of stayed steadfast and quiet. Okay, but it is time for you to actually receive, I'm getting this message, okay, for some of you, and really listen out. All right, because if you don't listen to what could be coming in and being on the observational post, you know, space, either by listening or visually looking out for, you could, I wouldn't say you could miss it, I don't want to sort of scare anybody or anything, but you will fare better if you actually are able to discern the messages that's coming through, or certain answers. Okay, now some of you might actually want to put a question out there. You might have some questions that need answering. By all means, do book me for a reading as well if you've got something very specific. Otherwise, be discerning as to who you go to get these answers from, or just trust the guidance that you're receiving. So if you're actually putting the question out to the universe about a question that you might have, do trust it. Okay, listen to the voice that comes through. All right, I've got 3 dice here in my hand randomly, and I'm just going to throw them. All right, and yes, I would say that definitely, you know, maybe it's good for you to sort of see. I've got here a car. All right, so this is about taking some movement forward as well, or maybe something coming in towards you, because this is actually facing in to the reading, I'd say. All right, and I feel like some of you, you know what, I've got like here, sort of a smarmy guy with a magician's hat on. So I'm wondering here if there's something, again, you need to look out for, All right, this is maybe, you know, pay attention to who's coming, and there could be a messenger. Okay, but trust. I said, use the word discerning before, and this guy's come up in the inversion. So just be mindful who you're listening to. Okay, if you have any doubts about anything or anyone, or you don't like the energy of anything or anybody, a particular job, a person and stuff, please trust it. Okay, here I have, this is interesting, let's have a look. It looks like a crate container. So again, this could be something that could be coming in for you, some kind of gift, something unexpected. Perhaps you have a gift as well that you've not revealed, opened up yet to the rest of the world. So it's very important that you do. But I feel like this could be also something that you're either sending out, coming in. And I feel like because it's a container, this is something for you to actually open up and show, and maybe have something revealed, okay, which sort of fits with the oracle cards as well. If you look at her here carefully, that she is actually looking for messages and stuff, and you need to be open to receive it. Okay, just like this card here. I don't feel I have anything else for you to add to you guys, Virgo, so I'm going to leave it here. But just to summarize, you know, just make sure that there is, you know, you do have time to create something, because you're being asked to go easy, go slow to start with. So don't run too much too fast, because I think what's going to happen for you by not going forward, you're going to find there's something coming in. Okay, sometimes we need to stop doing what we do normally. So if you're, you know, pretty much a go-getter and been wanting to do things, I would hold back a bit and see what actually comes in, okay? And then put your intuitive inner compass, the discernment cap on, because something for sure will want to come in, and it's up to you to retrieve the right opportunity. All right, you do, like I said, have the infinite abundance card here, and you have the blessings, the card of blessings. This also could be, I've just got a relationship as well. So some of you actually might be very open to meeting somebody new that could really help you in your relation. So not only in the relating and really making you feel really extraordinarily beautiful and kind of blessed, you know, but and kind of just you be exuding yourself in a way. But I feel in some way, I'm getting the fact that somebody could actually be supporting you in your endeavors as well. So pay attention to that. Okay, this time is an abundant time, and be open to it. If some of you need a leg up or some blessings, maybe some sponsorship or a loan, you will find that you will possibly get, you will find that this could well come in. So if some of you have already made an application, it could be for college funding as well. Okay, whatever it is, that there's going to be something that will just drop in, I feel, and it's up to you to grab it, or certainly say yes to it when the offer comes in. So I'm going to leave it here, Virgos. I hope you've got something for the reading. Do watch out, just one final word, for any trickery. Okay, and the other thing, on the other hand, is do not doubt the blessings you're getting, but just be smart as to, if something feels too good to be true, because somebody's making an offer that you just think, nah, then trust that, okay? Just grab hold of what feels congruent and that is actually on your level, okay? And I'm going to leave it here. Much love, Virgos. Thank you guys for listening, and thanks for being here. And all my details are below in the description box. If you would like a reading, I will be more than happy to read for you. You can do that through my website, www.rafahsabat.com. And if you go under the header of Intuitive Life Guidance, you'll find all the types of readings that I offer. In the meantime, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.